Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Yeah, I received some requests from people, so I would love to talk about that first before we go any further. So firstly, I would look at this here. The person asked me to explain how to make this point on the building. So what I will do is I would explain with this small plan that is here. Then we'll go to the next one. So we'll go to 3D. So I have these floor plans already. All I just need to do is to filter that. Then I'll have all my walls. Press SA to select similar. Change the height of my building to 3000. Yep. So we have that. So yeah, I think I've covered how to drop windows. So just a brush on that, how to drop windows. We'll go to where our template is, which mine is here. So I type whatever I'm looking for, which is window, and I have my windows here. Then when I see the window I desire, just drag and drop. So then it applies. So you can apply on 3D and you can apply on 2D. So that's just that, but that's not why we are here. So after this, I want to explain how to put that on the wall. So you go to model in place, then you select model, the component and model in place. So go to casework. So you have to rename it, or you just leave it as casework 1. So here we have extrusion, and so for that type of stuff we're using extrusion for this type of, but if it was something more curvy, you would have used sweep. So today we are using extrusion for that. Then you select the box. Now before you can draw, always set your work plane. Where do you want to apply it? If you look here, you see that it's telling you level 1, but we are not drawing it on the ground, we are drawing it on the wall of the building. So you select the wall plane by clicking on the place where you want to apply it. So you can see this is where I want to apply mine. Then after clicking on it, I can now draw on 3D, but it will still be working. So what I do is I use box. So this is, I draw the first one and I'm done. So you can also here edit it to, let's say, 80, enter, then it's reduced to 80. Then you can change apply material. I also taught us how to apply material previously. So you come to create material, then you pick it. So you create your own material. We'll be talking about creating material later. So this is this. Then if you go to the floor plan, you see it on your plan, and you can also drag to your certain your desire. So now I will teach how to use the array button. This is the array button. Then you see a video explaining how to use array. So you select what you want first, then you drag to a specific instance and write the numbers of replicas that you want. So I click on my array, I've already selected it, then I drag. So I want 4 of these, so I press 4, then enter. So that is how to do that. Then I'm done. If you go back to 3D, you find this like this in 4 places. So and you can also still increase it. Maybe you see, okay, I want to increase it, I don't like 4, you can make it 5, then to add to it. So that is how to do it. Then Secondly, I would also want, then you click on finish. Then the next question is on roofing. The next request is on roofing. So, which is this? How do we make this? So, I would just do something simple explaining how to do that. But before I do that, I'll just go to my let's say elevation, and I will drag my picture into my elevation. Then I will drop. So scale it down. Okay. So now this is what we want to create. So if you have your floor plan, let's say we are creating that on this side of the building, this is what you do. You select all, let's select all this, we copy and we paste and selected levels. So we are pasting on level 2. No, not level 2. Yeah, I didn't really create levels for this, so let's just drag this here, then we'll leave it at level 2. We know the normal procedure to do this. Create similar, then 450, then you drop, then create another one, then you drop. So here we can just change this to 3000, enter. So all we do next is select all, copy, and we are pasting to selected levels. So the level we are pasting, this 1, this 2, this 3. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. This is supposed to go to 450. 450. Then okay. Then all we do is after selecting everything, filter, remove case wall, remove furniture, remove levels, remove windows. Okay, so let's just pick wall, SA. Then we have picked all the walls, then change it to level 2, leave this one at 3000, that's all. Then click your doors, SA, change it to level 2, then pick your furnitures, SA, change it to level 2, SA, level 2. So after doing that, so you drag everything, copy, then paste to align selected level, which is level 3. Okay, then when we have this, remove your base of stress to 0. So that is how to do that. Then all these level 3 SA. You don't use SA because you have duplicated it, so it won't pick the ground floor. Just change all the base offsets to 0, and you have your view. Then you can also do it again the third time. So what we'll do now is we'll go back to the plan, we'll go to this side of the view, then so we have this side where we made the extrusion. Then we'll drag in our picture key just to guide us. Yeah, so we have this wrapping on it. So you can use extrusion and you can use roof extrusion. So how do you use roof extrusion? You come to roof, you see roof extrusion. When you see roof extrusion, select none, so you'll be able to pick a work face, so you are working directly on this surface, and you click on OK. So what you do next is you have, let's say we have a terrace within here, then we sketch this like this. Sketch this like this. So just to check, so that's that. And you use pick line offset, let's say 300, to get the thickness out. Then you CR to trim. You can also use it to serve as your wall, your floor slab outside on the exterior side. So when you do that, you bring it here also. Then you CR, trim this. And now you know your floor slab is not only stickable, so you just bring this like this. You have your 200 or your 150. So you have this here. Okay, then you have to delete this. Delete, finish. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we are using the roof material. I thought we were using extrusion. So if we were using extrusion, we would have done it like this. But since we are using the roof usually have its thickness, so we don't need to create thickness for it. So you just do this, then you see it is done. So if you go to your 3D, you see it's already wrapping around your building. So let's say you want to have somewhere you can stay on here, somewhere you want to cut out. So we just come to this plane. Now select this, go to model in place, casework model in place, then casework 3, go to void extrusion, then set your work plane. When you see that restriction, just try to set your work plane, so just draw it here, then go to 3D, then you have, so you use cut to cut them together, so it will cut out, so you can see we have our extrusion, but since it's looking as if it's not cutting through, edit, yeah, so edit, then so like that, it's cutting through, so you can see through the building now. Then you can now add railings to this side. Also, someone requested that how do we add railings to, how do we change railings from normal Revit railings to glass railings. So this is what you just do. Click on, I clicked on railings, I'm sure you were following. Clicked on railings, here is railings, then I drew it. So we have it on level 3. Then we have the normal pipe railings. So you can see it's looking nice as it's hidden inside this part, so you can still drag it up. So we'll just leave it like that. Click on it, then change it. Here you can see rectangular, so here we have it as glass panel. This is it. Just add offset to it like this, so you will see very well. 500, that is it. Then you can also change it to rectangular, then pipe. So we'll leave it at pipe for this. Then we'll have this. Then there are other ways to do it. There's a library that has a lot of railings inside, then you can import the type of railings that you want to use. So after doing this, you would need to attach this wall to this. Sometimes you can edit the wall to what you want, and you can attach to roof. So you see it has done the job for you. Then you can also reset. Let's use reset. It's not resetting now, so let's just use the Ctrl Z button. So what I'll just try to do here is to use the editing method. Why? Because I want it to cover this portion also. So I have this like this, then I'm deleting this in the middle. So then if you come up like this, you can see it's looking constructed. Then you can now add your ceiling. We'll talk about adding ceiling later. So what you can do also is go to your level 1, duplicate, go to your level 3. This is the wall we edited. Duplicate, bring it here. So delete this. Then you have that same wall here. So go to 3D. So you can see it's already there. So, and this you can also drag it out, so you have a kind of feel that it's a roof. So that is done. Then you can have this wall. You can have these railings here. So we'll go back to level 3. When you go to level 3, so you go back to level 3, then duplicate, then edit, double click to edit, then you draw this here like this, then you draw this here. Sorry, you don't need to draw two because it will not work. So when you draw that, you duplicate here. When you duplicate, click on it, then you mirror, look for the center of the wall. Yeah, that's your center. Then draw a line. So you go back to your 3D, you have your nice shape. Then you can also change it. You can have your railings like this. Double click to edit, then draw this like this. So you have it. Then I guess we just have to increase the length of this to enter the building, so that we'll have it running smooth. So here, so we have this coming into the wall. So that's this that. Then I also have another request that is not on my picture on my system right now. Person was asking how to make extrusion, so I've already done that. So thank you guys for responding to my tutorial. So I guess the only thing that is missing in this project is floor that will be adding to the base level. So let's have it like this, then go back to 3D. Then we have this. So I guess we also talked about how to create stairs. Go to level 1, then stairs. So we can see the stuff from level 1. We can see the floor slab. So after doing that, go to level 3. Now also you can change your stairs, drop down monolithic or precast. So precast is just the concrete. Then you delete this because we all know that you don't need this. Delete, then go to your floor plan, drag it closer, then drag it closer. So go to 3D. Now another issue is having this bevel at the edge, this bevel here. So what you do is just come here, increase this to 200 or 300, then apply. Then you see your bevel is gone. We are good to go. So then you put on your shadow, you have a nice view. So I hope I've been able to help some people. So just to have some kind of, so I think this is on the wrong level, the way it's looking. Yeah, it's on the wrong level. Level 1 should be on level 2 SA. No, I can use SA. It should be on level 2, and it should be on level 2. So everything looking normal now. So let's say we just want to add something nice to this front. We go to level 3, then on top of this we draw an extrusion model in place, casework, then extrusion. So you can just have this like this, reduce this, so you have that. Go to 3D, then you have the extrusion, just drag it to touch the ground. So also the person asked that how do we make, yeah, if you can see you are seeing shadow under this. The reason is because you didn't change the type to 450, you get, because the 450 is the dimension we left there for floor slab. So now I would also try to explain how to create floors walkway. Now you can use floor, you can use extrusion, but the reason why I don't like using extrusion, because while you are hovering around, like you're orbiting around your workspace, you can mistakenly click on one of those nodes like this. Now you see it's always active, so it's not a permanent stuff that stays permanent. Like you see like this, I can't just drag it, but except it's here like a permanent wall or a permanent slab. You see, you have to go into it, like you have to have the purpose of editing it. It does not just mistakenly edit by itself. That's why I use the floor to make my walkways. So how do you do walkways? You do it the same way you do your floor. So you come here, then let's say we have this like this, then that is that. Then if it is the other type of walkway, just duplicate this, double click, then make this 400. I like, okay, click on OK, then use the array button. Okay, so everything we talk about works together. You just use it as a technique, then it would make anything you want. Let's use 8. So we'll go to the 3D now. So now the problem now is that we did not change the type, our type. So what do we do to change type? You would come here, I spoke about that, duplicate first. When you duplicate, go to edit, then change this to something like 50, so it would not be on the ground directly. Then here, array, when you use array, just need to edit one of it, then it will affect every other thing. Duplicate, then use 50. Okay, we could have used the same material that is here. When you click on finish, you see that it will apply to the rest. Fix group. So we have that. So it has ungrouped everything. That's a mistake. So we just select this, press. So when we select this, all we do is drag. So we drag. You use shift to unselect. Okay, it's not working, so let's drag, do this, then it's not working, don't know. One group, okay, then we have everything together now as an element, no more a group. So I guess we're still having, okay, let's do this. Everything should be on level 2, level 1, sorry, level 1. Okay, it's on the right spot. Okay, the reason why it was as if we are seeing the floor is because there's no ground floor itself. So we're going to level 1, go to floor again, then we draw our site. Let's say this is our site, then go to 3D, then we have this, change it to maybe level the third type, or I think the fourth and the fifth was 50. Yeah, now if you look at this, you are seeing that there's a margin, they are into each other. So what you do is you select this. Now because I've created this separately, I can't be editing them one by one, you get. So we can just use shift to unselect, but then you try to select everything, then you use the offset of 25. When you use 25, select this one, use it offset to 25, so it would come out of the floor. Remember, when you go to texture, when you visualize, when you apply grass, the grass does not have the same height you get with your it will not turn your flat slab to grass, but it will turn it as the beginning, the height, so it's still going to be more than this 25 that I've applied. So I hope I've been able to help you guys today with this roof style. And so if you didn't want it to go through, you just stop it wherever you wanted to stop it, then it will be done. You see, you can now mirror to the other side for another style of roof, but since we are having this like this, so I'm glad I could help you today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much.